So then, so Spiedi was trying to have this fake beef with basically Angie and Callum. But I thought Spiedi miscalculated this because Angie and Callum are separate housemates. Spiedi are a joint housemate. So, a numbers game wise, Spiedi doesn't have the upper hand. Luckily, the idiot general public loves Spiedi and hate Callum and Angie, so it should all be good. And Spiedi's like bragging to Angie about like eating tacos on his social media or whatever. Like, please. And then Angie's like, people actually want to watch that. No, not really. Okay, hold on. So now we have Watergate. Now I can't do any Watergate jokes here because Ryland did them all on bots. So we'll just say Spiedi decided to hide bottles of water for no apparent reason. They said later that they hid 4 bottles of water. I didn't rewind the tape, but I think it was at least 8. Why are they hiding all that water? Are they prepping for the end of the world? They are both big conspiracy theorists, so I wouldn't be surprised. But it was really weird the way they did that. I don't know why Austin got so angry about the water. He seemed really mad about it. Is it Austin's water? Does it have your name on it? He seemed really mad. And then he was like looking in Heidi's bed for the water, and she was like, security. No, she didn't say that, but she might as well have done. Austin got so angry. Like that vein starts going in his neck and he's so angry. It's like, it's only water, like, relax. And then when he went to the DR, Big Brother basically told him to grow up. And they're like, look, you can drink the water out of the tap. Like, you lived in Yorkshire, water must taste worse up there, innit? And then, sorry, my friend lives in these. And then, sorry, she don't listen to Austin said it was a crime, them stealing the water. It's not really a crime, is it? And then Ray J said, why can't people just drink the tap water? Indeed. Although on Twitter, loads of people go, some people can't drink tap water. It's like, well, tap water is a lot cleaner than bottled water because it gets tested like 300 times or something, and bottled water just comes out of some manky old spring somewhere. So think on. And also, bottled water is bad for the environment. So that. Oh God, now doors. Do you prefer them open or shut? Seriously, is this all Spencer's got this year? Opening a fucking bloody, what's that thing called? Garden door? No. What's it called? The back door. The side door? Oh, I don't know. Spencer's game plan is opening a door to annoy Austin and get a bit of a breeze on Austin. Like, come on. This is like not the gameplay that I was expecting. And I hate to victim blame, but if Austin was really upset about that breeze, he could have just gone and sat in the bedroom or something. Like, why sit there and be annoyed? But why let Spencer annoy you? Spencer doing his Tai Chi in the garden, Spencer wearing that bright pink hoodie. Like, there's so many things to be annoyed about. He has had a haircut this year, and he isn't wearing so many teacher fleeces, although I think he still has got 1 or 2. He does look better than he did the previous series, but that wouldn't be difficult. And when he had that awful, like, bum fluff beard, ooh, so disgusting. Yeah, James Jordan was, like, involved in that, like, trying to wind Spencer up, and he's like, oh yeah, wait until Jenser get together, which is James Jordan and Spencer. James Jordan, Jenser is not going to happen, so forget about it. There's too many Jameses in that house. James Jordan, James Cosmo, is that his name? Cosmo, and Jamie O'Hara. That's too many J's. We've got to get rid of at least 3 of them. So then Bianca had a task. No, she didn't. She was the only person who didn't. Everyone else had a task to try and distract Bianca, which proved to be a lot easier than probably seemed like it was in the task planning meeting at Ted Towers. So they basically had to eat pizzas in the living room without Bianca noticing. Stacey took Bianca to the toilet and said, oh, I want to masturbate, but I can't do it in the house. Thought that was quite a good diversion topic of conversation. It's hard for a girl to masturbate in the Big Brother house, I think. Actually, I think I'll just leave that right there. You don't want that waking everyone up. I'm getting delirious towards the end of the pod. Oh God, what's his name? James C had to walk Tony the Pony through the house. Gemma Collins, rest in peace. And he said, "I am the Lord Commander, and this is my steed." That was quite funny. Where was Bianca? Oh yeah, Angie was teaching Bianca meditation while he did that. That was quite a good diversion, actually. And then the final thing they had to do was have a secret rave in the snug, and Brandon was fake DJing on the plastic decks. And I liked it when they were all dancing in there. It was good. And then JEDWARD going, "Oh, this would be in our best bits." Like, don't talk about your best bits. That's too all-knowing. Best bits, best bits. Don't do that. And then Austin was quite good because he was keeping Bianca talking. And then he was like, "Oh, stay right there. I've got a surprise for you." And then just fucked off. That I thought he actually did. They all did quite well in that task. I like that task. It was like a nice, good, sort of feel-good, classic Big Brother task that, like, it was just fun and it was just feel good. I wish they'd do more tasks like that. Obviously I still want the shit stirring task as well, but that was like a real good like, I don't know, just like a heartwarming kind of a task. And then they got awarded more takeaway later. Angie must be fucking furious. I just realised I've barely mentioned this love triangle thing. It's because I don't care about it. Shall I talk about it? So basically, I think Jasmine fancies Callum a bit more, but that Jamie O'Hara clearly really fancies Jasmine. And then Austin's going, "Oh, she had her hand on his leg. Oh my God." And then Colleen's like, "Oh, you're leading him on." It's like, oh, shut the fuck up. She's not doing anything. She's not even kissed anyone. Like, her setting in the house is obvious to have a love triangle. Like, you should know that if you're trying to get with her. It's like, shut up. The whole thing is pathetic, and people calling her a slag. Oh, have I already talked about this? Oh, God, because I remember saying people calling her a slag or whatever. I don't care about that. It's boring. It's taking up way too much airtime, so I don't want it taking up throat time on my podcast. Throat time? That sounds rude. Hold on. I need to rejuvenate. So, like, having a party to celebrate passing that task, and then Callum's mum was dancing with James Jordan, like twerking or whatever. And then Callum was like, "Oh, it's okay, mum. When you dance like that, it's totally fine." It's like, the fact you need to say it's totally fine means it's not fine. Basically, everything Callum says, just apply the opposite, and that'll be what he actually fucking means. Meanwhile, Stacey went to the DR, and she said she's feeling horny, and she fancies Callum and Brandon because he looks like he'd pull your hair. Let's just think about that for a moment. Callum, oof. And Brandon, he looks like fucking Jim Royal. He looks like he's got like a mask on to rob a bank. He is not sexy. She said something like he's got a glint in his eye. Ugh. Do you think he'd pull your hair? He's wearing pigtails. Oh my God. How long has she been in there and she's fancying Brandon? Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Talk about situational heterosexuality. That was just disgusting. I hope they play that clip to the house, though. That would be really good. Is Brandon married? I want Brandon and Stacey to get off. I think that'd be hilarious. At least he'd actually be doing something then, for once. Oh, God. Then we had Callum's one-night stand issue with Colleen, where Colleen said she'd like to marry Jamie, but Callum would be good for a one-night stand. I don't even think Callum would be good for a one-night stand. I bet he's crap in bed. I bet he's got a small willy. I bet he, like, does it in front of a mirror, worrying about his fucking bald spot. He's absolutely disgusting. All he cares about is, like, how he looks. He looks disgusting. His tattoos are disgusting. Everything about him is revolting. He's got a fake personality. One night stand? No thanks. I'd rather have a one night stand with fucking Brandon Block than fucking sleep with Callum. He's disgusting. As for marrying that Jamie O'Hara midget, better not have any children with him. He'll be fucking worried about the bill for them. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. So then Callum comes out, here's like the arse end of the conversation and goes, "Oh, can't believe everyone's talking about me." What else are people going to do in the fucking Big Brother house other than talk about you, you fucking idiot? No TV in there. Everyone's talking about you on Twitter as well, you fucking munt. It's absolutely ridiculous. He is so... he's just fake. He's so fake. He come third on his series. He better not come anywhere near third on this series. He's useless. Shit. Come on. We can make it. We can get there. Okay, I need to try not to get too animated. So, nominations. So, they spoil nominations. Oh, God, here we go. They spoil nominations with this stupid task, oh, God, hang on. Yeah, they spoil nominations with this stupid task, because half the house can't nominate. So, is the juice worth the squeeze or whatever? Was the juice of, like, that edited out task? No. Worth the squeeze of, like, half the housemates not being able to nominate? No. Because it's shit, and I'd rather see why everyone else wants to nominate, and I'd rather the first nominations be fair. I mean, James C. would never have been put up on the block. It's stupid. So I totally disagree with that. I'm not going through all the reasons why people nominated. I presume you watched the fucking show, right? I'm getting belligerent. So up for eviction are Stacey, Austin, Spiedi, Ray J, Angie, and James C. And they told them by how many votes each people were up by. Now, they said that was the first time that they'd ever done that. I swear I remember them doing that before. Does anyone else remember them doing that before? Because I swear I remember it, but Ryan said it was the first time they'd done it. So I'm confused. So mind you, I don't trust my own memory. But I don't necessarily trust Rylan either. And then that was when Austin started getting upset because he got, was it 4 or 5? I think Stacey got 5. Austin got 4, and this is off the top of my head, and Spiedi got 3, and Austin was basically annoyed because he got more nominations than Spiedi, and he said he's the 3rd most disliked person in the house. Hold on, isn't he the 2nd most disliked in the house after Stacey? Maths with Lindsay. So then there was, this must be earlier in the day. This is while nominations were going on, I think. Nicola was looking for an argument, spoiling for an argument, and JEDWARD basically threw like loads of cushions on the floor in the living room and like jumping onto them. And then she said she thought she saw them just throwing food onto the floor, which apparently they didn't. They just put it like on the side table. And she comes out like to start a row, and they're both like, "No, we didn't do it." And then they just give her a hug and say, "Oh, Jed hug," and then she just piped down because she had nothing else to say. She should have just gone to bed at that point and just called it a day. So then, then Angie was in the snug or whatever it is, meditating, and Edward went out. And Edward is the annoying one out of John, and John is the knowing one who wants to leave. Edward is the annoying younger one, and he was annoying Angie, going, "I see 2 dolphins, one called John, the other called Edward." She just looked like she's going to murder him. It was brilliant. Angie's quite easy to wind up, you know. What did Spencer say about Austin? He's like 1 sip away from eviction with his alcohol drinking. And it certainly seemed like that evening, because he was wandering around in his pants, basically nearly crying, it was desperate, trying to cling on to his popularity. And then going on about his own season and how he never had to worry about being nominated in his own season, and everyone liked him and blah, blah, blah. And he was up 8 times or whatever, or 5 times, whatever it was, and he never had to worry. It's like, oh, Austin, I think you're going to have to start worrying, because I think his popularity has slipped somewhat. It's such a shame, though. Mind you, he's getting paid. Who cares? Okay, we're coming up to the Nicola bit. Let's brace ourselves. So that very same evening, we cut to the smoking area, and Nicola seems a little bit inebriated. Now, just what exactly are they putting in the vodka at Boreham Wood? I've seen Les Gurning at one of Brandon Block's gigs back in the day. Honestly, she looked absolutely shit-faced. Her mouth was on the other side of her face, like... Seriously, do people gurn from just drinking? Or maybe, here's my other theory, it's just purely hypothetical. Maybe she's done so many drugs that all she has to do is have a drink and she goes back into that like gurney mode. Like, that is not normal to gurn like that just from drinking, is it? What are they drinking? It can't just be those little fucking pre-mixed cans of like gin and tonic. I can't make you that